Ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and roll it all. Ready, cam 1 with Dancy, and mix mic and cue Dancy.
Hello everyone,
Dancy's
and
lowers
welcome
in.
to Community Datebook. I'm your host, Dancy Moeller, and we are so glad you
Ready,
can join us. We've got a lot to
WTLW.com.
talk about today. A lot going on in the Lima area. If you have a calendar handy, I would suggest that you keep it right by your side and mark some of these dates down. But if you do miss any of the information, we always encourage you to visit our website at WTLW.com.
Lowers out.
Well, let's
Ready,
start
cam
off
2.
with Jenny Rohr right now, and Jenny is with the Veterans Memorial Civic and
Take 2.
Convention Center in Lima. And Jenny, you have quite a slate of events coming up in
Does it look like
April
2's running downhill
really
just a little bit?
The summer months that
I think it's
we can
just
hit on as well. So I want to
off level a little bit.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, it's a busy time.
There's not much you can do there.
It is. We have a lot going
Take
on
3.
this month,
Here's the lower.
and also into the summer. So we're really excited and
very good.
Lowers up.
Well,
Take
let's
2.
start off with
Ready, 1.
Saturday, April 16th.
Take
I'm
1.
going to let
Is there
you
full screens?
give the title of this event. It's a mouthful, isn't it?
yes, it is the
Take
John
3.
Appleseed District
There it is.
International Preliminary Competition. It's a quartet groups from all over the area. They're from Ohio, Pennsylvania, West Virginia. They are all coming to the Civic Center.
So I'm
for
supposed to give them 6
their
minutes altogether?
competition,
Yes.
which will
Ready, 3.
result in one of their groups going to the
Back to 3.
International Convention in Kansas City
Hurries
in
up.
June.
Oh, that's fun. It's just
Take
There's
1.
ticket
quartets.
information
Yes,
for the
and
Okay,
then there's
take
also
3.
a chorus competition on Saturday. The quartet competition's on April 15th at 7:30 in the,
That was on-
6:30
that was
in
the other full
Cross
screen.
Performance Hall. And
Take
then
2.
Saturday morning we have
I will
chorus
put the
competitions.
tickets
Prelims
info
is
up
at 10:30,
here in
and
just a
then
second.
The actual competition is at 7:30.
Now, is
Take
this all
1.
ages or?
Ready, 3. Take
Um,
3.
I believe
4
it's
minutes, Sherry.
not school-age children.
Here's the
but,
tickets info.
anyone who is in the Johnny Appleseed District
Okay.
Convention.
You know, it's funny because the show Glee is so popular right now, and I think it's kind of opened avenues for a lot of people who may be musically gifted and
Ready,
and
1.
really are not embarrassed anymore or
Back
shy
to
to
1.
get up there and you know show their
Ready, 3.
their natural gifts. So
It is.
Take 3.
And they're actually here in October as well. So we are real excited to have them back for their spring
Ready, 2.
competition and looking forward to them also coming back again in October. So
Take
how
2.
many are you
3
expecting,
minutes.
would you say? Any idea?
I don't know. In the hundreds. I mean,
Really?
they're coming from all over. So it's really exciting that they're going to be in the downtown area
Take
for
3.
at least 2 days.
Yeah.
And they'll be staying all over Lima. So it's really exciting. that
Ready,
they're-
1.
Good.
Take 1.
It's good for businesses to know that
It
as
is.
well.
Ready,
you
3.
know, because you know they need some things to do after
Take 3.
their shows are over.
Take
with,
2.
So. Very good. Okay, and then moving on to the 27th of April, something for the families.
Yes.
Take
Sesame
3.
Street Live is back.
Here's
with
full
a brand
screen.
new show. It's Elmo's Green Thumb.
There it is.
Elmo has a sunflower friend, Sunny, who he needs to find a new home for. So the whole Sesame Street crew goes on an adventure to find Sunny a new home.
Talk
and
about the
all
liberal
tickets are only
bias.
$12. There's 3 shows, so it's being presented by the V Corporation, and they wanted to make it affordable for you to bring the whole family and
That's great.
Hey,
friends.
kids, here's a bag of
whoever you
weed.
want to bring with you.
Exactly.
minutes.
So I said that was Wednesday the 27th, but then you also
Back
have a
to 2.
couple of other shows.
Yes.
They had it
and
silent.
Ready, 3.
Also
Take 3.
Sorry, my bad.
Yep, Thursday.
Thursday
1.
the 28th at 10:30
Take
a.m.
3.
and then 7 p.m.
Okay.
I
So
told
Take
her
one.
to call me today.
$12. You know, it's nice to have these shows still come
Take
through
2.
our area because that's difficult as a
One
parent
more.
to find something that's clean and
Whenever
good
they cover
for
it.
everyone. So
Take
okay,
1.
and then we're moving ahead. It's hard to believe, but
Take
we
3.
do want to start thinking
Take
about
1.
this. Saturday, June 25th.
Yes,
Take 3.
it'll be the Ernie Haas and Signature
Here's full
Sounds
screen.
Cathedrals Tour. They're a great group that they're Grammy nominated. They've won Dove Award winning platinum and gold DVDs. They
Wow.
do a lot of
Righty.
great gospel music. It's being sponsored by
Ready, 3.
WTGN 97.7. So
Back to
we're
3.
really excited to have them. And tickets are on sale at the box office or online.
You got a phone number for that?
They range from about $15 to $35.
Okay, very good.
Perhaps. Take
You
1.
know, how soon do
I
you
have
need
a,
to be
uh,
thinking
website,
about buying
too.
tickets for for any of the performances? I know that it would vary upon the popularity of the event, but Do you have
Take
a
two.
certain amount of time that you like to put the tickets out there for the public?
Take 3.
Typically, I mean, that's generally up to the promoter, but most of them will do at
Website,
least 6 weeks in advance.
Okay.
That gives us plenty of time
Take
to
1.
spread the word with our
Take
website
3.
and through Facebook. Also, they sometimes will do advertising. It's kind of depends
So I
on
get a
how
live
much
Civic
they
Center
think they need.
address.
Right, exactly.
page,
So
too.
you
Take
are
2.
on Facebook.
Yes, we do have a Facebook page. If you search
Never-
Veterans
Showing her
Memorial
30.
Civic Center,
Okay,
you'll
yeah, it's
find
30.
our page, and we update it with events and
Take
just
3.
all different activities that are going on at the Civic Center.
Take 1.
Okay. Well, I want to mention one other thing real quickly because parking is always, you know, a concern for people, especially those
Full
coming in
screen
from out
for
of town who are real familiar
Civic
with
Center
the Lima,
addresses
the
then.
downtown Lima area. Something new for the Civic Center.
15
Yes,
seconds.
we are now operating the parking garage that's on Market Street.
Thank
so that's
goodness.
a really exciting new line of business for us, and it's really nice for our patrons that are coming because
Back
they
to 3.
can go right across the skywalk. They don't have to go outside.
We'll be coming to 2 date books
it's
in
a
A
great way
after
to get
this.
kids with you,
I actually
especially
had
if you
some.
keep them out of the traffic. and
You're
not
right.
have
We're
to worry
heavy now,
about it.
Sherry.
Take 1.
Exactly right.
So
And that
wrap 'em up.
skywalk is wonderful. I know that right now
Take 2.
we had mentioned that you do not take debit cards to pay for the parking.
Yes.
So that's something people really should be aware of.
Yes, right
Okay.
now it is
Take 3.
cash only, but come June, hopefully, about mid-June, we'll be installing new equipment, which there will be a credit card lane,
Good.
and all the lanes will be well marked, so we're really excited.
Yeah,
Take
that is
1.
exciting. All right, well, Jenny, I wish you the very
Take 2.
best with the programming in the
Ready,
months
1.
ahead.
Thank you.
All right.
Take 1.
There's
Ready, A?
Molly. Come, stay with us.
And rolling A. Yeah, these levels on these things are all over the place. I never normalized them. Sorry. One more. Told ya. And we're out at 7:15. I'm guessing.
If you say so.
It's alright, I can rewind. Alright, let's see. Yeah, sure. Okay. And after this interview, we'll be going to a break. And I will not need a bump on 2 because I'll just take the shot.
And we have one guest after the break.
One guest
I'm
after the break.
not sure what's actually going on, but I
Okay.
don't know if
So when we get to the break, do you want to just kind of hold off for a few minutes and see
well,
who
no, 'cause
comes?
no, we'll just.
Who's next, Sherry?
This is Tammy, which is number 3,
Okay.
and then Heather's here.
Okay.
And we'll be coming back cold on Dancy.
We just need to let Kelly know that the show's short,
Yep.
Okay.
which is no issue. It's not a problem.
And for the next show, just a heads up, I wasn't able to get any date books done the past couple of days because of production on all day Monday, and then UNOH baseball yesterday. I was not here.
Did
I
you
was not
get
in my
the
office.
pictures done then or not?
The pictures, now the pictures are for the second show?
Correct.
Okay, yeah. They are they're not on the Chiron yet. So
Well,
they're,
there's one of a sand sculpture,
okay.
Oh,
and that will be the next guest.
yeah, that's in this one.
That's this
And
guest?
all the rest, yes,
no,
no,
not
the
this
next.
guest, but
The next guest.
And all the rest of the pictures are for nice wongers, and we're ready to go.
Okay. Ready, Dancy, on 1.
Here we go.
Cold. Here we go. Ready in about 3 seconds.
Bible
In
screens.
3, 2, 1, cue Dancy.
Well, there is a big anniversary celebration coming up in the Lima area
Ready,
that we
2.
want to talk about now. And joining me is Tammy Goff. And
Take two.
Tammy is with the West Central Ohio Health Ministries program, and we want to welcome you back to the show.
Ready, three.
Thank you. It's wonderful to be here again.
Yeah, so 15 years of existence, huh?
Yes, 15
Take three.
years. Back in the 90s, a lot of different areas wanted to take a look at what can we do for the year 2000, particularly in the area of health. A lot of different health
That was a
professionals
long
got
time ago
together
already.
and said,
What was
would
that?
a healthy community look like in the year 2000? And through that process, the hospitals and the
I'll
health
do the,
departments
I'll do this.
realized that
Lower
there was a
center.
gap in meeting spiritual health needs of the community. And through those thoughts and processes, then the West Central Ohio Health Ministries was developed 15 years ago.
Take two.
And you know, it really is wonderful
Go
to
to
know
full screen
and
if you
very comforting to know that our
Take one.
community does respond to that, you know, the mind, body, and spirit
Take three.
element, because
Take one.
How do you want to
you
count
know,
me out or
Lowers out.
count you out,
oftentimes
Sherry?
we're so afraid to go there, but it is,
Um,
it's part of our healing.
I don't know what, I don't know what you're asking.
So that's great that the
How do you want me to
hospitals
count you
recognize that as well,
out,
and you do work very
of this
closely
guest?
with the hospitals.
I do. Our
You still want me to
advisory
stick
board
to
is
6
comprised of
minutes,
Yeah,
or-
6 minutes to
Okay.
the break.
areas of each of the
Okay.
Ready, three, take
hospitals and
three.
the health department.
Should I put
And we
the
meet,
full screen in?
every other month and discuss
Yeah.
what's going on in our churches
There it is.
and what impact can we have on community activities as well to bring that spiritual aspect to the table when talking about health planning.
So what would you say our prognosis is as a community right now? Are we doing well, or is there a lot more that
I have
could
an
be done?
address and a
Well,
description
the
of this.
statistics just came out last week on
Thank
where
you.
we
Back to
rank
three.
as a county in Ohio, and we were right in the middle. So and those are health department
Ready,
statistics.
Take two.
There's always room for improvement. And I
5
know right
minutes.
now there seems to be a lot more focus on what we can do with children and preventative measures and
Ready,
child
three, take three.
obesity, those
What was
type
the
of
time we went
things.
out? Do you remember?
Schools are very active
Or came
in
back in?
promoting activities too. There's a whole coalition that we're involved with. It's called Tools for Schools. that
7:15,
gets,
I think.
Working with not just the phys ed department, but also the cafeterias and.
But that was,
helping,
okay. So
That was
a holistic
the-
approach to
out/in.
nutrition
Yeah,
and fitness
okay.
in schools. So
Alright.
those tend to be the trends that are on everybody's mind right now.
So
Take
you
one.
look at the statistics, and then do you go to the churches? Do the churches come to you and decide how to strategize to make things better? Or
Is it a
It runs the
collaboration,
gamut.
take three,
We
or a
currently have a
collaboration?
network of 31 churches and organizations, and the activities
Just
that
take
those
out the
churches
A.
are doing range from very
Collab-
physical
or the-
activities.
I just
blood
spelled it
pressure
was
the way it was
screenings,
on the paper.
Information sessions on diabetes and chronic
You
diseases.
switched the- you
and
put
then
the,
also,
OR
we
in
work a
too
lot
early.
with the caring
I did.
ministries
Okay.
in the churches,
Thanks for showing
helping
it
people
to
get
me.
more comfortable doing those visitations to
I was
shut-ins
okay.
or
Guess-
some of their
see which
members
one
that
it
may
is
be in hospitals.
A.
We've also started to get active,
Yeah.
excuse me, in the areas of advocacy
Take one.
around poverty.
Ah, it's the wrong
A lot of our
size.
Take
churches
two.
now are branching out and doing more and more outreach
I
and
don't know
more
what size it was.
mission-type work right here in our own communities. And there can be some hurdles to overcome
still
as far
wrong.
as comfort level of your church and stepping out in those areas. So we try and work with them on what
What
it's
is wrong
like
with
to
this
live in
thing?
poverty, what
Have
to
it.
expect when you're opening your doors to the general public and not just your own membership that you may
Take
be
three.
used to doing. The churches just, whatever they need, our goal is to be a resource
is it
for them
doing that?
or to
Okay.
help
Tell
them
me.
through that process.
Okay. Yeah,
Take
because
one.
I'm sure that
Okay, that's
the
better,
different
but it's-
theologies are
Take two. One, can you center up a little bit?
sometimes be a little
There you go. Take one.
sensitive when you're approaching
Ready, three.
different issues. And
Take three.
Yeah, sure. Again, just as we have a variety of activities, we have a variety of the theologies.
I'll take it.
And some churches
I'm putting
may
it in.
not,
I
address
could work on that all day and not
particular
get the right cut.
Collaboration.
topics as others. And our goal is not to encourage or
Right.
discourage anything either way. Our goal is to be a resource and help them
We'll just say that's the way
spiritual life and
the O
spiritual health
is.
of their congregations
Got
and
2
their
minutes
impact on their
left.
It's Time Warner's fault.
well, let's
Back
talk about
to,
the
one.
celebration coming up then.
One's up.
The 15 years of serving spiritual health needs in our community.
I could work on
That
it
is
and
Sunday
still not
the
get the right
It
thing.
is
I
April
don't know what I had on it.
1:30 to 3:30.
So-
It is an
This
open
is
house
the actual event.
atmosphere, so you can stop in at any time during those 2 hours.
Okay.
And we're looking at it as both a celebration and as an opportunity.
Did you say April 10th or
If you've been
13th?
involved in health ministry in your church and just want to stop by and say hello to some of our advisory board members that maybe
Hang
you
on a
haven't seen in
second.
a while, please take the opportunity to do that. And also, if you've been getting our newsletter or you've been noticing some concerns
I
in
have
your
3 more full
congregation that
screens
you
for
feel,
her.
"Oh, God, we
Bring
might
'em
be
in.
able to benefit from some
Just roll 'em
help
through.
in a
We'll
spiritual
roll 'em
health
through. Here's this
aspect,
one.
then please feel free to stop by and talk to us about what we do and how we can work
Standby.
together and how you can join our network.
And this
April
is at
10th is
Southside
what I
Christian
have.
Church. Is that where your office is? Or?
No, actually our
Okay.
office is right in the heart of downtown. We are in
Okay.
the
The
building
open
where,
house is
the
April
Church's
10th.
United Food Pantry
Yeah.
is.
Next
and
We
thought you
the
said
Promise
13th
Homeless
though.
Shelter. So we're in the heart of downtown, right on
Maybe
Pierce
not.
Street. But Southside Christian
I'm just
Church
rolling
is
these
one
in
of
so
our
you can
network
see 'em.
churches and has always been so helpful in activities that we want to have very easy access to. They have great facilities, great parking, no stairs to get to the rooms where the activities are taking place. So
Next
it's
full
just a
screen.
good fit to hold our activities there.
You know, I should ask you, when we're saying West Central Ohio, how many counties are we talking to?
You know, I've really never answered that question in terms of number of counties. I know that we are, we have a church in Continental. We have several
Any
churches
more?
in Auglaize County.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple Finley churches.
That's
that
the
are
last
part of our
one,
network.
actually.
Cool.
So it definitely is a
Well, he's
representation
covered them all
of
then.
the region. It's
Of the
not
region.
just Lima and Allen County.
Okay, good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you have some other programming coming up on
You're too
Monday,
late.
April
Ready to.
11th,
Go.
the day
Back to
after
two.
your anniversary celebration. You have a clergy
We've showed 'em.
gathering at St. Rita's.
I already showed it.
Yes, St. Rita's is going to be holding
Time to
a
go.
session on medical ethics and the clergy role.
Take
Sure, it's
three.
time to go.
That's going to be taking place at St. Rita's, as you said, in the morning.
Any
Bring that
websites
up.
or anything?
Bring that up
So
again
you
if
can
you
Bring
would.
what
register
up?
The
for that.
topic.
Also
the,
then on April 16th,
clergy gathering.
This is,
National Decision
the
Day
second
for
page you have.
healthcare
16th.
decisions.
Big
Oh, no,
day,
no,
really.
It
is what I
is,
gave.
it is. We all
What I
hear the
numbered
words
it.
living
Yeah, we
well,
scrolled
durable,
through 'em already,
attorney
but-
for healthcare. But there is a day that is designated for you to say, yes, these are the decisions
got
I want
plenty
to
of
make, and
time,
to
it's
get them
just,
in
you know.
writing, so
Yeah, the
that
guest came.
when the time comes,
We have two
everyone
more guests.
knows
Oh,
what
we
the
do?
wishes
Okay.
are. That's probably the most stressful thing on a
So you
family,
need to
is when an
wrap her
elderly
up
then.
person or an elderly
So
parent
we're
in
not
a family
running into
can
the
no
end of the
longer
show
speak
before
for
time
themselves,
stuff.
and the siblings all have different ideas of what mom would have wanted or what dad would have wanted.
Right.
So it's really a gift that you give to
Take
your
two.
family if you do that, to take that burden off of them, so that
Ready,
your
one.
wishes are known. So the hospitals are participating in this National Decision Day. St. Rita's
Doing
actually
this.
is opening up their
Ready, three,
resource
take three.
library on that Saturday morning, the 16th, for people to come in and complete that.
They can
Right
find
now
all
we're
the
7
information.
minutes
Or
on
if you
this
would like to
guest.
do that, you
They can
call
find all the
anytime,
information on the
actually next
website,
week
so I'm not
between
gonna put anything
11
else in.
and 15, and make an appointment to come in and get that taken care of.
Very good.
Pick one.
So, again, like you said, a gift you give yourself and your family. So, Tammy, how can
Take two.
people reach you if they're interested in becoming part of the network,
All
or
on the
would
website.
like to know more about these activities?
Well,
Take
we are
three.
downtown, 129 South Pierce Street. Our phone number is 419-227-0753. And we are on the web, WCOMP@embark.com.
Lowers are out.
I could do that one, but
We did it. Take
All
one.
right, wonderful. Tammy, thanks so much for
Take
being with
three.
us.
Thank you.
8 minutes
Take
on this
one.
There's
guest.
more to come. Don't go away.
And music, dissolve 2, and bug. Righty. And 3, 2, 1,
Ah!
we're out. At 15:23
Okay.
plus 2 minutes is 17:24. 17:24.
17:24.
17:24.
Okay, so who's here? I need to know.
We're going to Beth, number 1.
We're going to Beth next. We're skipping Heather.
Oh,
17:24. I'm so confused on the order of it.
Me too. I need to know who's coming up, Sherry.
all right,
But we don't know who's here.
Beth,
Get a
This is Beth.
number 1, the first guest.
Okay, so, all right.
get a mic check on this person. 1 minute to go.
SEI.
Okay, it's
I heard, yeah,
SEI.
I heard that. I hate this. I can't do it.
All right, I have to remind Beth that she has to check spellings and
For 30 seconds if you could do it.
I can do it. Ah, good, just like that.
20. Come back the same way we left. And 15, I think. And 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, ready 2 with music. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll music, and we're up on 2, ready 1. Makes my computer dancy.
Well, Good Friday is
There's
coming
our
up
lower.
right around the corner, and Beth Seibert is with us now to talk about
Lowers out.
some good eating on Good
Take
Friday,
2.
right?
That's good. That's a great way
Thank
to
you.
look at it. We've got our 10th annual
I'll just take her
Good
lower
Friday
third.
Fish Fry coming up on April 22nd. And we're
Take
excited.
3.
Yeah.
We've had a wonderful growth over these past 10 years of the attendance, and it is our signature fundraising event. It's the only time of the year we
Lowers
go
out,
out to
full
the
screen.
public for fundraising. For the
Is there a
public.
fish
That's
fry?
about it.
And this is the Ottawa
Yeah.
River
Take 2.
Coalition.
That is correct.
So tell me about your group. How
And
was it
full screen.
formed, and what do you do?
Our organization was created in 1993 as a result of increasing attention
I don't know if
to
I like
water
that
quality in the
that
Ottawa
font.
River. And we came together as about 45 members and partners
It's hard
at that
to read.
time, all focused on, what we could do, what we were doing as individual organizations, and what we could do collectively in the Ottawa River. And about 2 years ago, or
Back
2 years
3.
ago, 2 weeks ago, we got some exciting news from Ohio EPA
Lower
that
third in.
water quality in this watershed, in this river system, has greatly improved
Wow.
over the last 14
Doesn't taste
years
like it in a lighter.
particular, since their 1996 study. And
What was
are
the time that we
pumped
came in
because
again?
We know
1724.
all of the efforts and the
Right.
probably
Okay.
millions of
I just
dollars
wanted to
double
check what I had on
been
here.
spent in this
Take 3.
watershed to improve water quality, from industrial dischargers to residents and things that are happening right on their own landscape, their own yards.
Yes.
Take 1.
You know, as a
Lowers out.
resident of Salina, we have Green Lake that we're dealing
Yes.
with right now. And I can tell you, it is quite an issue. You have many interested parties at the table.
Take 2.
And, without stepping on toes and ending certain lifestyles and so forth, it
The
is. It's a
camera
very
to guest
sensitive
to
thing.
table
So,
And it is really the
centering is
responsibility of each
staggered.
of us as individuals
I'm
On
to
2.
consider,
Yeah.
what are we doing
Take
on this
3.
landscape that when it rains, 40 inches, a year total,
Um,
that we leave behind residues
we
that
have-
get washed down to the stream. So we have to say, what is happening on our own
2
little
minutes.
landscape, because every single person's actions
Ready, 2.
count.
Take
Whether
2.
it's here, whether it's Salina, you can make a difference as an individual.
Take
So
1.
how did you get people to really take charge and to recognize that every little, action that we make is,
Well,
is
Take
important?
3.
I think it's tying people to the resource. Most people
Sherry,
know
Heather
this
has
resource.
a lot of
The
full
Riverwalk, I
screen,
think,
so
has been
I
a
thought we
wonderful way to
should
get people
maybe
connected
cut
to the river, but also
Beth just a little,
helping people understand that this
since
is our
she's only
drinking
at
water
1, but I don't
resource.
know what you think.
The reservoirs on the east side of Lima
Wow.
are filled from the Ottawa River.
Okay,
Reservoirs
so
on
we
the
have a
west side
6
of
and a
Lima
7.
are
I'm at
from the
90
Ottawa
right
River.
now.
We drink
Second.
this
We
water,
have a
so what
6-minute
runs
interview,
off,
a
what
7-minute
pollutes those
interview.
rivers,
That's
ends up things that end up as
2
things
minute
that
break.
we're dealing
21,
with
And 2-minute
as
break.
Two,
renewable and
23.
drinking water
Mhm.
resources.
Right.
And that's important.
24.
And it can affect our health for years to come.
Yes.
So it's 2 minutes till 6
Take 1.
minutes.
Let's talk about the fish fry and where we can find
Did you
that.
give her
Take
6
three.
Well,
minutes?
we'll be at the fairgrounds from 11
Well,
a.m.
just
to
a little
6:30
shy of
p.m.
it,
on
yeah.
Take it to
Friday,
full screen.
April 22nd.
Yeah.
And the meals are
There it is.
$7 a piece. We can eat in, carry out. And if you would like to book a batch of meals to be delivered, we're doing that with a number of
Can I get
companies
grilled fish?
and businesses
got
in,
a
in
minute
the,
here.
area.
It's neat.
So they just
If I
have
can
to
get
give
my
us a
fish
call
grilled.
and get that arranged.
If I can get my fish grilled, yeah, I'll do it.
We've been serving
not
somewhere
fried?
over 900
Yep.
meals these last
Back
couple
to
of years, and we see that growing to we'll probably hit the 1,000 mark this
Take
year.
1.
Oh, I'm
And
sure.
it's
Take
exciting
three.
to
Do this
see the
lower yet.
support, the
I'm
community
doing it.
support for the event. And like I said, it's the only time we go out to the public for funds, and it really is a modest fundraiser.
Take 2.
But it's also a way to create some energy and attention for the river and the needs of the river.
So who does the cooking?
Block 16 does the cooking.
yeah.
It's a wonderful Alaskan pollock meal and seasoned fries,
Take 3.
coleslaw,
Oh my
and
goodness.
top it off with a raised
Sounds good,
special
doesn't it?
recipe cookie.
I've
The
had a lot
time
of
is-
fish lately.
Of course,
one.
gotta have
Go
to-
wrong with that.
No,
It's
have to have
lunchtime for
dessert
me
as
on a
well.
normal day.
That sounds delicious.
She's talking
Do you
about
have to
food.
have any sort of reservation
I'm
or?
going to go
Now,
in
unless
three.
you want the
2
batch
seconds
meals,
here.
we really would like to arrange those ahead
I
of
lost
time.
track
so
of
we
them.
get scheduled.
Going to
But
Datebooks in
otherwise,
A.
come out to the fairgrounds and,
I'll give her 30
join
seconds.
us. If you insist
Close
on
up.
buying tickets ahead,
Take
call
2.
me, or otherwise contact me.
Okay, and you do have a website?
That's
Get
right.
it.
This is myriver.org.
All right, very good. Well, Beth Seibert, all the best to you, and
Thank you.
wish you a lot of luck in the years to come with your efforts.
Thank you very much.
Take 1.
Film forward,
Ready, A.
just wanna go.
Rolling A. Easter cantata. I think the next level you'll find is quite loud, so be prepared. As I'm looking at the waveform down there.
Tried to wake people up, huh?
There you go. And we are out at 22:49 and a half.
Okay. Pam,
Yeah.
how many minutes till the end of the show?
We're at 22:50 right now, so we're at. Excuse me,
Clear
having
your
a tough
throat.
time.
Speak up, Pam. Can't hear you.
I just.
So tell me what it
Hey,
is, Pam.
We're at 5 minutes because it's 22:50. By the time she gets into, it'll be 23, right?
I don't know because I'm not looking at numbers. You have
Okay. Well, we only have 5 minutes left. 5
Really?
to 10. Yep.
How many guesses?
to. Okay.
This is the last one?
Yep.
Wow.
Okay, so first guess was 6 minutes, second guess was 7 minutes, and then a 2-minute break. That's 23.
Yep, that's about right.
23, and then the last guess was 6 minutes.
No.
It was 5 minutes.
It's 22:50 right now, which is just shy of 23.
Okay.
It's
So-
actually one frame away, you know, from 20
Okay.
to
5
50.
minutes.
Whatever, John.
Seriously.
Okay. One frame is not going to count too much when you start rolling.
Every frame counts.
All right, they'll get right to the full screen, so bring them in as.
Okie dokie.
I had to split the third full screen.
Okay, just bring them in as you
With the
as they
live
talk
music
about
one, I had
Okay.
to split that.
it. All right.
Would be cool to nail all the full screens in one swift stroke. They could talk about the events in succession right off the bat, and then talk about them for the rest of the.
It's hard to conduct an interview like that, though.
Okay. Give me a blank page if you would. Okay.
It's not blank, but you can have that one.
I'm gonna fix that picture. Just a few seconds.
And you do have a picture, or is that what you're getting around?
Yeah.
Okay.
What was it called again?
It's the sand. It's kind of cattywoppered. It has pieces of tape on the corners. Picture Jesus in the sand.
Okay.
It should be the first in that whole lineup that I sent you.
Yep. Easter sand sculpture.
There you go.
And then that's going into my pictures. And then into the Chiron. There we go. Navigating through this thing is like finding a needle in a haystack. There we go. Oh, it's just about the right size. I'll go ahead and make it a little bigger. There we go. And save it as 200.
Yes.
Okie dokie. That's the picture, right? Of course, it'll have the background and everything.
Hey.
Cool. Okie dokie. Come back cold on Dancy and in the interview as usual. Alright. Here we come. Ready, Dancy? This is the last guest?
Correct.
Okay.
Well, we have time for.
3, 2, 1, cue Dancy.
Well, we are just in the middle of the Lenten season.
I'd
If you
take
want to
the,
see a
yeah, that's right.
transformation of sorts take place in Finley, we invite you to the Hancock County
Take two.
Fairgrounds. And joining me is Heather Seaman.
23 in.
Heather, it is amazing. This event, or the group that has organized this, called Uncommon Ground. And the transformation I'm talking about happens kind of with Common Ground, doesn't it?
Correct.
Take
Yes.
her.
What started with
Lowers in for a
22
second.
tons of sand
Full screen.
has now grown into 300 tons of sand, a massive
There it
sand
is.
sculpture that's created to represent the
I'm gonna look at this and then I'll show the
resurrection of
picture.
Christ
Yes, great.
Take a picture.
It was really the artist, Roger Powell, felt impressed 12 years ago to approach the city about putting a sand sculpture in Riverside Park on the volleyball courts, and met with the mayor the next day and was able to have that arranged. And he worked overnight on it. Next morning it was there, and people have been coming.
4 minutes to end.
Back to 3.
See it, and it's now shifted to the Kennecott County Fairgrounds, and it's become quite an event.
Next full screen.
Yeah, I'm just trying to
one.
figure out which one
To
to
see.
be going to.
Take 3.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Take 1.
And folks can actually come out to the fairgrounds and watch it.
Just
from
wait,
the very
this is all live
beginning.
music.
Correct.
Take 3.
April 17th.
I showed that one
is
too.
The kickoff. That's when the
Bring it
sand is
in.
delivered. The
Give me that one.
creation of the sand sculpture
The
begins.
first one we did.
Last
There
year
it is.
it was Christ on the cross, as well as the stone being rolled away, scriptures, the Ten Commandments. It's under a cover
They
now.
get enough
I used to be exposed
sand
to all
there
the
to do
elements
it.
when it was at the park, snow.
6
and
tons.
hail
Really?
and
I
all
know how
kinds
you
of stuff that was
haul
working.
that all in.
But now it's accessible for everyone. You can park
A
it
lot
there.
of
little
It's
sand
accessible
buckets.
to come
Yeah,
in
I'd
and
say.
enjoy the artwork that's
3
being done.
minutes, Sherry.
And worship
Take
there.
1.
Sure,
Ready,
absolutely.
2.
Okay.
Take 2.
And speaking of which, the whole week of Easter, leading up to Easter Sunday, the 17th through the
Take 1.
24th, there are different events planned. Yes.
Take 3.
What has, in the beginning, like I said, it started with just the sand sculpture, and as people have been led over the years, some will come out and share in song. So every night
There it is.
around 7
Bring
o'clock,
some in,
there's
yes.
usually some
I got 2
musical
of these.
ministry taking place. And actually, this year, coinciding alongside that event is a spiritual revival,
Next.
G5 Ministries and teaching from Wine Brenner Seminary. So it's really branched out to include other opportunities for
Back
those
to
who
3.
want
2.5.
to worship with other believers in the community to come out and join together and stand united in Christ.
Take 1.
And is this something that's open to everyone, free of charge?
Free of
Take
charge.
3.
That's one thing specifically. I know that Roger and his wife have talked about that they've wanted this to be accessible for everyone. It's always free. There's even a kids event, I believe the Friday before, from 1
minutes.
to 4, I do believe, and where the kids can come out and play in the sand with the artist, and it's all free.
Wow.
It's
Take 1.
And the artist is, again?
Take
Roger
2.
Powell from
Roger.
Findlay, Ohio.
He is from Findlay.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes. So
So has he talked to you about his story? I'm sure this is a labor of love.
Ready
for
for-
him,
Bring
but,
in
you know,
116.
why this?
Okay.
He's a landscape
Take 3.
portrait, but he's
Here it
also an
comes.
artist at
Thought I-
heart. So he's taken over the years,
There it is.
and
Thought I
his
saw his
travels,
name
he's
on there
worked in
somewhere.
Sand on the beach and stuff, and he just one night you just realized the culmination of the
90.
Of, his talents and abilities could be
She
expressed
jumped
this
to
way
that one,
for his
didn't she?
community.
No, I
And
pulled it in.
so
I
through
asked her
his
to get
gifting,
it.
he's been able to
She was
present
talking
this
about
to the
the
community
artist.
and bless the community. and
She was
other
talking
people
about
coming
Roger
in,
Powell there,
um,
1 to 2.
to
I meant 'cause there was
again,
one
to
that-
worship Christ and focus
Right.
on the power of his resurrection.
Back
Right.
to
So
2.
yeah, it's been a complete blessing for him to be able to share his
Because we didn't do that
talents
full
way.
screen.
Right.
Sure.
Take 1.
And what is on common ground? How does that relate to this?
On
Take
common
three.
ground,
Bring
really,
in the
because it
sunrise
started
service,
really
too,
with Roger
even
working
when they're
overnight
talking
on
about
a
this.
pile of sand. Other
Okay,
people
but we
just
didn't
felt
do
compelled
April
they wanted to come
22nd, which is
support and help,
1:15.
and they've
Right.
been drawn
I think
to
they've moved on. We
also
only
give
have a
back
minute.
in their
Okay.
way.
So,
And so what
do the
happens
sunrise
is really
service
a group
one-
of volunteers
service
that comes
one? There it
together
is.
every year.
Okay.
It's dynamic,
One-
it changes
we got
all the
less
time.
than 1
So
minute.
anybody interested in being part of that is welcome to be part of it. And so
That's the end of the show.
to include
Is that the
everybody
only last full
collectively, it became known as On Common Ground.
Very good.
Yes.
And then you also have a website.
Correct.
Back to 3. Website.
I can give you that.
WalkingOnCommonGround.com. It's being updated each season, so we have archived pictures.
That's the only way
of
it fit.
the events over the last 12 years.
30
and
seconds to end the
you can visit
show.
anytime, and it'll be updated too as the events take
Over
place
time.
here this
Ready,
Easter
1?
season.
So
Take 1.
Sunday, well, I should say, yeah, Sunday, April
25
17th.
20
Ready, 3.
seconds.
First are the days
Take
that
3.
you want to see
She
the
has to
creation
end in
from
15
take shape.
seconds.
2.
And then
3, you can
and
go.
it culminates Easter morning with the sunrise service at 6:30 in the morning. And I believe there's a bagpipe player.
There you go,
that's
3,
there
that's
this
good.
year, so it's really
10,
amazing.
9,
Again,
8,
crosses all denominations
7,
for everyone
6,
next week.
5,
Heather, thanks
4,
for joining us.
Thank you,
3,
Jen. All right.
Take
2,
1.
We want to
1.
thank you for joining us, and we will see you back here next week.
Roll
Have
that.
a good one.
And dissolve 3. Music. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. out at 28:15.